What's up, everybody? It's Lauren here with laurentedford.com and ltcraft.net. I run a gaming community. We use a program for our management team that for our admins to be able to start and stop servers and do some core functionality called AMP, and it's made by Cubecoders. We used to use it with MCMyAdmin for all the Minecraft servers. AMP today has expanded its realm from everything from Minecraft to many different games now. And one issue we have is during updates, they break something. So this is an example of my AMP panel on amp.ltcraft.net, and we have 3 servers at the moment. I'm looking at trying to get a fourth, and we have 2 home servers and then one in the data center. As you see here on this, we actually have 2 other servers in the data center, but we'll talk about those at a later date, at a later time. But the idea is that you have a controller or a hybrid mode, which is what this particular server is here, and then you have targets, which the targets are your home server Windows 10. You have the Linux Ubuntu 2204 LTS, which is actually has several instances. As you can see, it's refreshes in progress, but it will never find the server. Um, we did an update, so all I did is go log in by command line, amp instant manager. I think it was dash p is what I ran. I'm pretty sure is the command. I'd have to double check here in the um, for all. And the best way to double check is if you do you kind of just see what all the different list of commands are. They really do make it simple, as in yeah, it's dash p. Um, they do make it simple that way to a degree, but there's obvious issues um, with the system here. Not sure what happened in the update. Basically, this is the if you look here, uh, this is the box here at the house. It's on the 10.10.10.131 network. We have 3 different networks. We have a Wi-Fi network which isn't used. We have the 10.10.10.131 network, and then we have our home network, which is like a 192, 168. And I'm not going to go into the rest of the IP address segment, but that's the way our network here is set up here at the house. We use pfSense, and then basically have different segments off from that, if that makes sense. So anyway, getting back to our conversation here. Oh, and then we have a surveillance camera network as well, and that's a whole nother network, and that's actually isolated from the main network. But going back to that, so this is the remote host, which we're using Contabu, and just to show you, we are, public IP is shown here. It is the internet, and it is located right here on amp.ltcraft.net, and it will not connect to this anymore after the update. Before the update, it was connecting just fine. Everything was working just fine. I will say also after the update, the user role managements got screwed up. So the super admin roles literally got destroyed. And I don't know. So if you here's a list of oh, I'm on route. I'm sorry. Yeah, I need. So there we go. As you can see, here's the different. We have the ADS module. We have um, Rust. We have 5M. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Anyway, so we have the Rust server. We have the 5M, and I used to love MCMyAdmin. They were so good at just one thing, right? They were excellent at just one thing. Minecraft servers, It was like the best Minecraft hosting panel ever. And they even had an application on your phone. Not that that matters because you can log in and use a web browser and be just fine. But so what's basically going to have to happen in here is basically I need to just delete all of this. I'm losing all of this data, all the server data, everything, because it doesn't run right if you try to import VMs or hosted back. And so the only way to actually fix this, I have found, is to rm-rf, because you got to force it, // asterisk everything. Now, everything is gone. Now you can install ampinstmgr. Quick start. Get what that command is. Quick start. Just gonna choose admin for right now. We're just gonna use test 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't try it. This password won't exist when I get done. Trust me. So we're gonna go ahead and go to this server. Okay, so it's on our local network, so it'd be 10.10 and 131. Now keep in mind how I'm able to go to a different network segment and not running a VLAN is because it's actually on a separate side of the. It's on the separate side of the router. It's in a like a portioned area. Oh, not like I have to use. Doesn't have a. Go. Go. Oh, I have to delete each instance. Fine, we can do this. Let's do. To do this. It's sad that it still retained the data. Didn't used to. So my guess is they're saving this somewhere outside the folder location now. It didn't used to be this way. It used to be I could just delete um the entire folder and just be done with it. Um which is okay. I get it. They're trying to probably make it stupid safe for, like people just messing around that, you know, may not actually understand what's going on. One thing I could gripe about with developers is they can't take criticism. They can't take it. They You try to explain like what's wrong, they can't take the criticism ever. And that's the same thing with this developer. They just can't take the criticism whenever you have something like really important that needs to be brought up. You just can't take it. Unfortunately. And that's my take with these guys. I'm a fan. I like what's being done here. I just want the crap to work. Um, I just want it to work, and I want to be able to post in the forums. Oh, that's another thing that bring up. So in the forums, they once you reply, you can't reply again. So like, let's say you have an update to the situation, You can't reply and update that situation. You can't do it. They block you from replying to your own post. You have to edit your post that's already there to update it. So that way everybody knows. Because they need more participants to. We're so scared that somebody might actually update us on the situation that you're having for support. It's bullshit. Design the forms the way a form is supposed to be designed. There's a reason that we reach out for support, and that's my take on it. Um, and I really wouldn't be this pissed off um, if all I did was just run an AMP Instant Manager update, and uh, and then all of a sudden everything you know went to shit. Okay, now it should work. Because notice how I got a lot more stuff here. This is good. Oh look, magically now it all works after an update, and then just format reinstall. And you thing of it is I don't think you should have to format reinstall every time. Like you really shouldn't have to. Like you shouldn't have to. So we do not use this. We use target. You always use target on this device. Is this device uh then here using, and I love this feature. This is like the best feature ever. Um so bear with me here. We're gonna probably go to a be right back screen. You're still gonna be able to hear me. Um but I don't want to give up any information here that might be critical. And I will be changing the admin password manually, obviously on this device. Here again, everything was fine up until the whole update, and that's what pisses me off is because everything was fine up until that update. Um, I don't know. I don't mind doing this every time. It's just that like you lose all that server data on the server that you're working with, because to my knowledge, there is no information. Um, there's no information as to how um, to recover after a failed update. None. They don't provide any. Uh, they don't provide anything. And then next, start amp. Not a huge deal. Now I should be able to access or be able to. And I'm going to change the password on the amp to make sure that the amp password is saved. They did this for demonstration purposes only. I don't know if I can do it from the web browser. Pretty sure I have to do it manually by the. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can. Okay, good. Well, that's good news. I wanted to make sure that I couldn't just. Let's log back here. Edit. Make sure that 8080 is set, and it appears to be set. 8080. Everything is fine. We are going to double check that passwords. Queue for refresh. And I don't mean to get like frustrated and angry, but like I go, okay, so I reach out to the forum, and here, so here's the hybrid instance. I provide log files, right? After this guy asks to provide log files. Uh what does your authentication log say? I do reply with log files. And then I tried to update. I reinstalled the entire basically server on target. I think sounds like data loss. Again, like the third time that we've had to do this. And I don't understand why. Oh, an error occurred. Please wait for other users to participate before replying. Yeah, you can't possibly update your thread. So you always just discard it because there's no point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this off here with the solution with the video tagged in this, and I'm gonna mark my own solution here because this is the only way to fix issues with AMP. There is no other way to fix the from controller to target or hybrid to target unless you completely delete all the data and start all over again. I've been through it like hundreds of times. They did have a fancy solution. Mike one time was like really cool with me, and he gave me like the magic whatever sauce that enabled me to like restore everything really quickly after an update. But this is a common practice with AMP Cubecoders where basically something breaks in the middle of it, the update. So you just AMP Instant Manager update. You do anything else, just AMP Instant Manager update. Maybe reboot the computer because I rebooted the computer after I usually reboot after I do an AMP Instant Manager update always because I don't know. I always kind of got this thing where if I'm already doing that, I might as well go ahead and reboot the entire server just to like keep everything fresh. But that's just my personal preference. I don't think you really have to. Um, that's just my personal thing. Um, but you shouldn't have to go through what I just went through here. Um, so, all right. Thank you guys. Take care. I'm gonna go redo this again just one more time without the password. But first of all, I want to make sure it connects here. We're just gonna refresh. That's interesting. So this is in the data center side. What's on here? That's weird. That's a weird thing. I normally don't have issues with that. Maybe that update broke a lot more than they realize. Usually never see that screen. Using a lot of RAM here too. Not a lot of CPU. That's weird. Gosh, I hope I don't lose everything on the data center side too. That'll piss me off. Reboot it. Oh. It's so frustrating. Back in the day with MC My Admin, sure, we had issues, but it was like nothing like this. It was clean. Like it was more, I don't know, refined or something. Like I don't know, like I can't point it out. Like I can't there's still something with the amp. There's some difference between the amp and the MC Madman that I haven't been able to point out or figure out like the difference. Um Interesting. Actually hoping for a very quick fix here. See. All right, there we go. I mean, these two are the same, so oh, that's gonna be a problem. Fixes it. Yeah, I knew that segment, which it shouldn't be refreshing in either. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful with the way I set up that ADS target mode. More time we will do without the that Alright, this time you guys are all gonna go bye-bye for a minute. Alright. Almost getting to the point where I can invite you back here. Alright, there we go. Now we're kind of back. I'm sorry about the camera. Doing weird things. I think it's the sunlight setting right now. Alright, so target. Next. We're gonna, from now on, we're gonna call this controller. Friendly name for LT. Add the password. First of all, now we're back to this on the main. I don't know. I may be just about to the point of using Linux GSM. At least it runs in cron tab, and so if like there's something that happens like this, it'll monitor. The web front end is a nicety. Like I like the idea of having a web front end. It's so cool. Until it's not. Failed to delete for whatever reason. I don't know why. Whatever. Um, it can't accept SS. Login details rejected by the controller. Okay, that's fine. We could fix that. I don't know. Um, the hassle. Oh, okay. Derp. I had a brief moment. So I'm just as dumb as anything. I'm dumb as a box of rocks, and occasionally I make mistakes too. But the point is um, like I shouldn't have had to do all this. It should have just been a simple update. What do we have? Select yes. I allow usage. There. Don't want the extra security. Next. Community support that's unexistent because you can't even reply to your community support. It's fucking bullshit. Check out the YouTube channel for quick tutorials. Boy, that's a new one. I'll subscribe to that shit. Everything's from like 2 years ago. Looks good though. He did a good job with the videos. It looks like it looks all nice and professional like. Now let's see if the problem's actually solved. Failure, authentication failure. Oh look, this has finally protected itself. Not the case. I don't know why it keeps putting the internal IP in here because there is no. It's not gonna do you any good. Your internal IP is not gonna do you crap. And yes, that other public IP would have worked as well. They're both added to that same box as a precaution. Have 5 static IPs. First, it's crashed. Why? Why? This is what I get for updating. That's all I'm gonna say. What I get for updating. All I did is ampinstmgr update. This is why I hate doing it.